Did you guys drink enough water yesterday? I didn't. So hey guys, hydration today. A little bit of water before coffee. And I know I have a problem because I didn't get, because I live in fear of these things, but I started to get a Charlie horse like in the front of my leg, in my shin, not my calf. I thought, this is just, and I really felt terrible in the morning. Like I had a headache, and I think it's like lack of hydration, y'all. So goal number one, hydrate, drink, but coffee, y'all. It's in my big old mug because my, does it say messy bun and getting stuff done, y'all? I usually use this for like soups and, that kind of thing. I just love the size of it. Anyway, y'all, so I had my first appointment with my, he's a psychiatric, nurse practitioner. I don't know. He can write scripts. But we had like an hour session. It was nice because, it's just questions and that kind of thing. And what I felt more reassured. He's like, let's try this. If it doesn't happen, then I have other things that we can try to see how you do. So he says, bear with, it's going to take some time, but we'll get you there. As opposed to my doctor saying, well, what do you want to try now? Or what, So that part was good. He did call in a script and it was already rejected. So, yeah. But I have his number. I texted him and left him a message. So, yeah, I'm just going to be patient, but I feel better. And then we're going to, all this can throw you into depression. And I feel like, I've had really 5 years of grieving, of losing people, like a lot of us have. And I think, because of that too, I need to mess around with my depression medicine, but it's not something I want to do with my other doctor, right? So anyway, I feel more, I'm always hopeful, right? You know what I mean? But I just feel like, okay, I have someone on my side. And he said, I don't have time to explain to you what's going on with the whole Adderall, but basically it's not going to end probably ever because it's about big pharma and money. It has nothing to do with a lack of ingredients or anything like that. And he said, really, the FDA is starting to investigate, but y'all really? And he goes, by the time it needs a congressional hearing, I'm like, a congressional hearing? I mean, even before that was scary. Now it's like, does that exist anymore? I don't know. It's the people's business. The people's house is to get the people's business done. And I don't feel like any of the people's business is getting done. So, having said that, I'm really still working on getting to bed early, not having food late. Not saying I'm not having any sugar, but not having the kind of sugar, like candy sugar, that kind of thing. Staying away completely from anything that has food dyes in it. You guys, I wanted Twizzlers so bad the other day, and I'm like, Tracy, this is a non-food. This is a chemical. This is like a substance. This is toxic and hazardous to your health. What is it you want? What? But I'm like, okay, brain, I get you. And when those things come, I do luckily right now have the ability to stop in that sense. So that's good. But I really am going to be, there's something I was going to try and I looked, I'm like, it's got food color and I'm not doing that. Oh my God, that tastes so good. Anyway, so yeah, but we're going to get back to business. And I've been working in my studio. And like Beverly says, you're doing more than I've seen you do in a long time. So I need to, it's the internal voice, right? That I'm working on. And you guys, thank you so much for always supporting me and pointing out things and telling me I'm too hard on myself because yes, I am. And I'm working on it. But I'm just surrounded by abundance of fun, interesting, cool stuff, which I'm working on sharing and letting stuff go. And it's a process. Sort of because I haven't felt that great this week. I just thought, you know, I've been down here, and plus I've been doing laundry and that kind of thing. And I love my new lighting. I love it so much. It feels so much better to be down here. Now it's like 6:30 in the morning right now. It's starting to get light. Or maybe it's later now. Y'all, 7. That's my half hour already. I'm off tomorrow and Friday. Yay! And I'm going to finish my secret project tomorrow, 100%, and share it with y'all. And then Friday, I'm hanging out with friends. So I'm excited about that. So tomorrow, I'm going to work on a little bit. Well, I got my project to do. I'm going to go in the garage a little bit. Take y'all with me. My goal is to clear all my art supplies out of my kitchen, and I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. And because I have this big Lazy Susan thing, which I love, y'all. Oh my God, I love it. And I have something not at all like it, but a Lazy Susan thing for my table. So when I'm painting and stuff, it's just so cool to spin, and they're all your supplies. But I'm bringing down some of the things, like, y'all, these are, I hope you don't mind my art talk, because that's kind of on my head right now. But these you put between pages. You can do all kinds of things. So this is something I need handy. Y'all, and I have to totally revamp behind me. It's so interesting that as you go, yeah, that's really not working. Why do I have this here? I hardly ever grab it. So, but I'm still just going. My goal right now is to get everything out from upstairs. But I think this can actually stay here. We have an empty basket. I have all these empties. So I've been putting all empties into the cat bathroom. And then I was having the guy come look at my heater thing. So I just shut the door, and it locked. I don't know. But I figured out with a screwdriver how to unlock it, y'all. That I will kind of, when I'm ready. So my goal is anything empty is in there. And then if I need something, I grab it from there. And at the end, whatever's left in there, I probably don't need. Right? I don't need. But I have like boxes to put things in to donate. You know, it looks like that actually looks like a hoarding situation in there, but it's just useful and practical for my brain to know, because if I was having stuff here and there and there, then that doesn't work for me. Oh my God. I know some mornings, y'all, coffee is everything. So I've just been grabbing stuff. So I have all these really cool boxes full of things, y'all. And look at this. Look at this. So these are just scraps and bits and pieces. I am going to... So I love these things, and I'm not going to sort them. What I'm going to do is just have a bunch of them. Like, this is numbers. For whatever reason, y'all, I've been obsessed with taking... we're talking obsessed, y'all. So ripping off the page numbers, but I see myself with some collage doing that. And these are my cutouts. I will do real labeling. God, I love cigar boxes, y'all. So these are things that, they're not people. Well, that's not true. She's there. She's my Cafe Hun from Baltimore, Hamden. But, my flowers, that kind of thing. So... for now, I need a bigger one, actually. I probably should switch those two, but not today. But y'all, I have to show you this one. Okay. Again, cigar, but metal. See if I can... Okay, a little accent there, y'all, but that's okay. Look at all this. So you have metal pieces. Look at him. He's on metal. On metal. I have so many cool things. I can hardly wait. And then I have a certain amount of these because I'm going to do like art in them. Metal. These cool things are, I don't know what they were for. But isn't that neat? It's a metal class I took. Or tin class. Y'all. So anyway, that probably shouldn't be there. But, yeah. So this is very exciting. But that's just one of my many treasures. Anyway, an alarm came on to tell me to get up, but I've been up. So yeah, maybe I should Google this and figure out how to really work on a tripod before I decide I hate it. So I have 3. So one's my normal one. Then I have one in the garage because of my stuff. I didn't want to be bringing anything in. And this one for down here. But I have one somewhere. I got to find a little tabletop one. But okay, then one of my precious books. So these are going to, the ones that are sort of, you know, like I've done, like I just worked on this one a little bit. I just like went and I added just, you know, just a little bit of color. And so now what I'm going to do is go through and add markings and words and that kind of thing. But what I want to have is, well, like something like this, right? And then this book will go in here. And then whenever I find little bits or something I think for that, I can throw it in there. So that's how my mind right now is organizing everything. But yeah. And then I did sit on my desk yesterday and do a little bit of just, you know, some stuff I just needed to sort out and, you know. But it's going to take time. But I'm working in this book right here, Paint, Play, Explore. And I have about another week with it. And I have to let it go. So basically, y'all, excuse me while I shift. You know, Beverly's ex-husband gave me, it's a plastic thing you roll your chair on. It is awesome. I'm so glad I have it. It's made my life so much better. So it's basically about mark making. So I have these that I undid from another book, and I'm going to bind them up again in another book and then do a different cover. But like, it was just like doing paint, circling them, using white crayon, using some, I used a little bit of graphite and then a little bit of ballpoint. So they give you ideas, and it was just fun. I had nothing that I needed, really, truly. I used what was exactly on the table, and that's fine. Because let's say at the end of the day I don't like this, you can rip it and it could be pieces get more interesting. Or I could just gesso, right? You know, and gesso is it's just a white, it's like a cheap white paint basically, and it covers stuff. It's very opaque. But yeah, so she has in the book, so I love this page, y'all. I cannot remember how we did that. Must have been with water, I would assume. Because I know we don't ever use any kind of harsh chemicals. But again, it's called Paint, Play, Explore. So, she has lessons. So it's all about expressive mark making techniques in mixed media. So that's the big thing right now is making marks. There's like no right, no wrong. And it you know, it can be, you know, it's something that can help people who are perfectionists or have an idea just play, right? And like my, where is that book? I've been very careful not to have this book in this place. I'm not going to worry this second. My one with my women. But you know, like that book, I started just throwing paper down and making pockets and put a figure in there to remember there's a pocket. And that led to this whole other thing. And that's the amazing stuff about art. And, you know, art really is not a skill. It's like a creative process, right? So people who think they're not artists or not creative, that's not true. It's really not true. But anyone can do this. Throw paint down, make those marks. And even if you tried to do exactly what she did, it won't come out that way. So this is what hers look like. This is what mine look like. So today I'm going to, I don't know if I'll have time to play with paint today, but I'm going to do it a little bit more like hers. But my next one is, but I want to go through these is using your hand and your fingers. That will not be today, y'all. That will maybe tomorrow night. And it's about making your own stamps. And it's just, So much fun. So normally I would just say, oh, I'm going to buy it. And then that would be the kiss of death. Now, y'all, I must be careful where this is. I do not want to be hunting that thing up when it's due. But I can borrow it again, right? I have other thousands of books to look at, so. Oh my God. So I had such anxiety yesterday. Such anxiety. And it's like, I don't know, it's like, you know, it's funny. You know, some things I couldn't remember, like what medicines I had taken or not taken, that kind of stuff. And, you know, it bothers me, but it is what it is. But, you know, he asked me a question and I talked to my friend Beverly. I'm like, do you feel you're moody? And I thought, well, I don't know. I mean, I have moods, of course. But then she brought up a couple of suggestions of people who are really moody. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm not like that. You know, like I'm pretty even killed at work. I'm pretty, you know, sometimes I'm a little more happy, sometimes I'm quiet. But, you know, there are people in the world, even with customers, you know, just you can be in line at someone at the Giant and you can feel their mood, right? But I don't think I'm like that. But it's interesting. You have to start thinking about things. So I wrote notes and questions I wasn't sure. I felt like well, not that there's like a perfect answer, but you know what I mean? Things that I felt like, I'm not sure. Like, you know, so get you a different way of thinking. Y'all love these little things from Temu. And they're perfect, and you don't need them. You can scrunch them up. It's such a great thing just to throw little scraps in. And these are things that you can keep a book open when you're working on it. So, put that where I can see it. I'm going to mess it up. And I found buried on my desk. This is one of Angela, my friend that passed away. She loved violets, and so that was in her bathroom. Yeah, and then here's some tape. So like this tape I use, I have it all together right on the other side of this, so I know where it is. And here's another Lazy Susan. I love a Lazy Susan. I'm not sure where that's going to go. Here is some stencils. So this is where my stencils go. There we go. This nice big thing. And that way then I know where they're all at, right? This thing is so old. And hold on. Stencils can be a pain in the, you know what? Now everything doesn't want to go down. So this is hooked on something. All right. Oh, this kind of stuff. Why, oh why are you being difficult? Anyway, just because you can, right? It gets hooked on this thing and that thing. Okay, that's better. So yeah, so that's my stencils. I actually want to do some stenciling, but I'm looking at where things are going to live. Let me see if I can turn you without being like, right? So right here, these are empty. I think I'm going to put it here for right now. But yeah, so on the bottom are colors, but like right here, like well, you know, it's a work in progress, right? And as I work, I'll figure out, oh yeah, no, I'd rather have that here. So here's some ribbons I took out from my Halloween book. And here's some binding. But right now, I'm going to have, this is going to be cloth things. Little snippets and stuff that I might want to work on, but it's not going to live there. So that way, you know, I have a little bit of stuff to look at. So I'll put that in there. This stuff, I don't know what to do with it. I kind of, I don't know. I kind of want it from my haunted house, right? But I thought, I don't know. We'll see. Like, on top of a person's face, like they're caged in. I don't know what's going to go there. And then these are some buttons. So, see, that's where I need, you know. And here's some matte medium. I'm almost use that up. I have a whole nother bottle. But like that, I would use all the time. Actually, then maybe that could go there on my desk. And then like I have like my spray, you know, spray mister. So I've got to figure out like what needs to be where. The scissors, I have a little thing of scissors here. So this is like heaven to me, honestly. This is one of my favorite restaurants in Ocean City, Maryland. If you're ever there, go to the Bayside Skillet. My favorite place. They got the best food and best crepes. And my friend Mimi and Heather and I went there. My beloved Mimi. We, yeah, we went there every time we went. And then my friend Robin doesn't really like it, but she likes me, right? And so when I go to the beach with her, I haven't been in a while. There's Mimi. She'd gotten this hairpiece on, y'all. It's a story that one day, I mean, that Mimi, I miss her. I think, you know, and everyone's hard, but, you know, Mimi is just because she was 54. Hey, look at this cool thing I unearthed, and it's metal. And inside, this is something Angela bought. We got like at an antique place. And look at all these fun little markers. But like for now, this is sitting on my desk because it makes me happy to look at it. And then this thing, it's just a can. But Mimi and I love this, you know. She's like, you got to save that and put things in it on your art table. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, so it's a balance between having things that make me happy and having a workspace, right? If you could see under my desk, and one day we'll do it, there's a huge box and it's full of stuff. And I just put stuff, little bits on it. That will be a joy to go through and organize. But I'm going to have this other card table. And that will really be, I can do, you know, painting and that kind of stuff there. And even, and I have another table, which I have been using for my sewing machine, but I'm gonna put that in my library. So that could be a sorting table when I'm like sorting out papers and stuff for my books. Or even if I'm sorting through something and I want to organize it a little better. So these things are old, they work, but they don't do a webbing anymore. So, but I like the kind of clumpy thing it does. So that's got to go. That doesn't have to be out. I have all kinds of other drawers, but that will go in that because I don't need that very often. And here we go. Just precious stuff. There's a big thing in art right now. And you'll see it on it. Well, if you follow it. But anyway, it's like you take, you go, what the heck is going on here? You take an old painting or something you get from like a thrift store. Take it apart, and then like, so here is there was 3 kids there, so you add ghosts, right? And then you can add bats and stuff like that. I did get as far as the ghosts, right? It wasn't white paint anyway. Sometimes I just use what I have, but I want to finish that. I love it and I want to do it. Some of these things they get, the matting is so beautiful. I mean the framing, but I just said I don't want to buy one to buy one. I just got, you know. Anyway, I don't know. These are just some interesting things right now. Everything's interesting, y'all. But let's see. And like this is something for my Christmas book. Happy New Year. So this is where I got to be careful. So right now, anything like that, I have all my Halloween stuff out. I'm putting it with Halloween because when I'm done with Halloween, this is parchment paper I use for something, but it's so cool. And you can stamp on it, paint on it. I'm going to stick this in here. And again, some more brushes and other things, sundry. So brushes. So right over, let's see if this thing turns. Okay, so right here on this Lazy Susan, I have some brushes, right? this will be, once this will be gone, what's hanging out here? Water bottle, that kind of thing. A little wee thing. You know, they sell lids for these things, which is not bad. I have one. It's probably gone out. I spilled a bunch of matte medium, and that stuff's expensive, so I put it in one of these. It would have been nice to have a lid. A marker. So I kind of do put like with like, y'all. But that's not for today. Let me see. Well, let's just do, yeah, anyway, that's not for today. This kind of minutia that I can super get lost in. Okay. Brush. But that's not, oh, sorry, y'all. This is just like some tea bags and stuff. I'll put that with cloth. So I don't drink tea often, but Beverly's been saving me her tea bags. I love these so much. Oh my God, this is the best. But it's too thick for the sharpener at work. But I got myself a brand new adult good sharpener that you plug in and use, so that I will sharpen with that. And it's right by my, I have this little pulley thing. It's right there. So I really went through that and organized that. Glue sticks glue sticks have become so expensive, but I want them everywhere. And I decided from now on, I usually like the purple just because you can see where you did it, but they were more expensive. And I decided to go with little ones because the big ones, sometimes it covers more ground. And I have a couple big ones that if I was doing something big, but they dry up quicker. So you might as well have a small. And then these are two. This is what I use in the book that I showed you. And this is like a glaze. But I love these Tim Holtz Distress Paint. And it has like a dauber on it. So that's cool. And I have a whole separate paint area. We're going to do that for right now. Another water bottle, which is going to go on my table. You guys, these white pens are so much fun. I have to show you my doodling thing. Where I've been doodling. Because I've had such anxiety. And I'm not really a high anxiety person. I mean, I never really thought I had it until after my mother got sick. We both started having to take, you know, Ativan or something, but like right now, like the Ativan I have is from that time period. It's like 2019. I should ask him if I could get a prescription, like 30 just to have, but I haven't taken any. I try not to take anything. I'm very careful about that, being somebody who, you know, feels like they can get addicted to things like Twizzlers. So I'm super careful about that, y'all. Very careful. My brother, God love my brother, but everyone was like concerned. Listen, if I hadn't taken Ativan, I could not have worked. I would have cried nonstop. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I cried constantly. But what it did for me is, and it's different for everyone, and I'm not saying go out and get it, but it took the edge off, right? So I could work. I could eat. I could sleep, you know. So it's a miracle drug for me. But so everyone was aware, like, now don't get addicted, you know. Okay. Yeah. But my brother would call me, he's like, have you taken Xanax? You know, that's not what I take, but that everyone knows what that is. And I'm like, no, I only have to take it when I speak to you on the phone. So leave me alone right now about it. Okay. And again, like these little things, I'm going to have a box, but if I wanted to do like a shaker card, right? They're expensive to buy that stuff. But I could put it in here, right? And do something with that. So I just have a few of them. I'm not going crazy on that because I don't do that very often. Now here's a stencil, y'all. So I'm going to take the time. So today is my light night. So and I want to go to Trader Joe's, y'all. So I got to leave a little early. Y'all, we got to talk about Trader Joe's. So I'm going to get the flyer so we can go over the flyer. Yeah, so we're gonna see. I love peppermint chocolate ice cream, like love it. So I am going to try different ones, hopefully with Mark and Sue. I gotta call them, y'all. Really, they haven't contacted me. I don't, what's going on? So when I get done with this, I'll text them. So, theirs is really good. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get a bunch of the green, if they have them, the green chicken bowl rice things. This is the only thing I could eat when I've been feeling anxious. It settles my stomach. My ghost plate's gonna come down here. That'll be good to put my glues and stuff like that on. I just think it's so cute. I don't want to put it away. So let's talk Trader Joe's, y'all. You know what? Maybe I'll stop this here because they're long and YouTube is fighting me to get them up. But I, like, one the day, it was a good one, but it just wouldn't let me. I just gave up. But anyway, thanks, you guys. Just checking in, just saying hi. You know, love spending time with you while I'm doing things. And it's not that I feel like a lonely person, because I really don't, because I enjoy my own company. And y'all, I have, you know, but it's just, it feels like I'm with people, and that's such a great thing, you know. So, all right, guys, thank you so much, and I'm going to talk to you like super soon. Bye.